morning, everybody. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Gordon Farmer in first. Eric in second. We got a £1 super chat from Gordon Farmer. Thank you, man. Mountain Critters, how's it going? Trail Dust, yeah, you can come and wait. Spencer Coots, how you doing? Mr. James Jones, how's it going? Yeah. What y'all up to? And of course, hello to everybody who doesn't chit chat yet. Boar, what's up, man? I'm tired. I'm having a weird morning. Really, I poured, had my second cup of coffee and I'm, brought the pot over here by my cup instead of bringing my cup over to the coffee pot, and just without thinking started pouring it into my ashtray. I'm like, stop! Wake up! How you doing, Dakota? What's up? Morning Donut. Paul Fontanini, how's it going? Super Poop in from Aimless Adventures. Thank you, brother. Good morning to you, Matthew. $5 super chat in from James Jones. What up? Wayne Heights, good morning. Let people kind of come in and scratchy beard. Chris Frost, hey, how's it going? Yep, you guys giving the lines of applause for the super chatters. Great support for the channel. I mentioned it yesterday. I have several plans for videos, and I've got to get out and edit them. Now that I have the space, I can build a stand for my green screen, and I have a few lights that I've scrounged in the garage. I can set up some the proper lighting for a green screen, or well, the proper makeshift lighting for green screen work, and I'm going to be playing with that. One big thing is finding the time to learn how to edit with green screen, and finding the time to sit and edit green screen videos. But more just having fun with them, I had an idea for some satirical videos. I had some ideas for yeah, I'd have to make sure I don't wear this one. I have some ideas for educational videos, and yeah, just I have so many ideas for the videos. Just finding the time to sit and work on them. I mean, I've been working on the shop cleanup so much that it's it's the shop rearranging so much that it's like just taking up all the time in the world for me. Morning, Mr. Corey. Want to do a brazier build, like the better than burn barrels? Is that like the cage burner, where it's like a frame and you fill it up and burn it, and then the ash just falls down? Just a talking head. Well, I am gonna pick up, because as I get used to it, I'm going to probably have a lot of fun with the green screen stuff. The green screen, it's a big, nice one. It was donated to me by Chris Ballard. And I feel horrible that I haven't had a chance to use it yet. I just haven't had space to use it. It's, the Reverend James Jones. But yeah, it's I'm gonna be picking up some of that same color green paint, and I'm just gonna be playing with it, see what I can do. Like one of my goals was to do blacksmithing entertainment videos, like so if I can come up with some good fun blacksmith satire videos, I think that'd just be fun. I need a cast. I need a people to be actors for me. Scout the area. What's up, RG? Good morning out on Metal Forge and all in the chat today. I hope you're having a great day. Insanity Forge, good morning. Yeah, I ain't gonna do the green screen with this one, or maybe I will. I'll use this as a prop, like pull it over my head, and I'll just be like, Hubcap, good morning, sir. How you doing, man? So, I don't really have a topic today. I just want to know what y'all are up to. Yeah, Gordon's birthday was yesterday. He's recovering from I'm sure, quite the hangover. He was chugging bottles of wine and Jack and Cokes yesterday. Robert Whitney, just checking in. Thank you for checking in. How you doing? Uh-oh, Steve's here. The White Walkers are invading. I'm shocked I'm awake. I'm shocked you're awake too. It's, 9 o'clock over there by you on a Sunday. I believe I'm going over to the Windfall House today after the stream. I had Friday off, so that's usually our Windfall day. And so I'm going to probably be spending today, finishing up some drywall and doing all that fun stuff. John and Woody visited yesterday. Right, you're lucky. All the action up there in the central states. Not a lot of people to come visit me in the coast. If you're in the chat today or just watching, don't forget to smoosh that thumbs button. Yes, don't forget smoosh that like button. Good call, DG or RG. Dog Bones, good morning. Finish a tool build in the barn. Yeah, I have enough room now where I can finally make the giant, I don't know what to call it yet, Destroyinator. My shop tool of destruction. I need to get a collection of farrier rasps and cut them and put hinges on them or something and put them together like a belt and make a big machine to. Yes. On the hunt for an old crank forge. Right. That gives a good idea. I don't have time to visit anybody if I can, I get up to Quad State each year as I can, and I pretty much get time off for Quad State and for the like one other get together, and then other than that, it's the winter break. But winter break here is pretty much spent here in the shop. Well, this winter break I spent a lot of time cleaning. Got out there Friday, myself another letter stamp holder. Yeah, you make tools and give them away. Old school, good morning. North Country Yawns, make sure to Vox you after the stream. Your coffee incident rubbed off on you. Where'd you pour coffee there, Steve? I could really embarrass you and play it. I could really, really embarrass you and play it. Oh, I am leaning towards 85% certain that Quad State will be an option this year. Don't ask me why, because I'm not going into it, but I am leaning towards, yep, we're going to have Quad State this year. So, yeah, all right, shop tools. I'm talking about my Destroyinator grinder, my hot grinder that I'd like to make. RG is talking about, he's looking for a old crank blower. Somebody said bellows, and Bill Corey's talking about his letter and stamp holder. Let's talk shop tools. That's as good enough a topic as any. Beginner options for shop tools that are like irreplaceable to a full shop. Stuff and options for budget. Y'all like that topic? It sounds like a fun topic. I know that Robert Robinette is working on a set of tongs. I think he's been sharing pictures with me. My phone's so messed up. I need to get a new phone. My phone's so messed up. It's like I don't get pictures through text, or they'll come through and it'll just say message unable to download, and just I don't get half my texts. It's annoying. It's annoying. It's annoying. Morning, Chris. It's a bit of a trip from here. Big Dog came all the way from Washington State, and so did Ben Toombs, and Dan Lee Moose came all the way from the UK, and Penny also came all the way from the UK. So, I'ma say, unless you're in Australia, or is it Australia? I don't want to hear it. I want to meet you. In other words, you don't want to get political. Yeah. Aimless. Yeah. Pretty much. I don't want to go into it. I really. I do, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to turn my channel into that. If anybody wants, I did make a drawing and took some pictures of construction for the letter stamp holder. It holds multiple of the Harbor Freight stamps at once, so you can stamp such as a last name. Nice. Bill Corey, if you would like, you could message me on Skype, send me a picture, and I can pop it up. I could do that fairly easy. If you want to see it. Or if you want people to see it. Mark S., hello. No, you're in Idaho. Idaho's really close. Just sold off some prized possessions, buying tooling for the shop. Right on. Yeah, Penny, I do miss Penny. She was kind of integral in the growth of my channel, because, it's, me and her had that rapport back and forth through our videos, and had that little challenge, me getting, I get competitive when I get close to other smiths on YouTube here, like, when I was pushing 400, she was at 600, and I was like, gotta get above her. So, yeah, I miss Penny. Yeah, Donut's only 1,100 miles from Quad State. Howdy-ho there, granddads. Easy peasy, Chris. Easy peasy. Well, okay, now let me be fair. First Quad State I went to, I almost didn't go because it's a 12, 13-hour drive. I, at the time especially, was not in a financially stable position. Not that I am now. But yeah, I was even less so back then, and it was a matter of, man, I wanted to go so bad, but it was like, I don't know if it's even possible to A, take the time off, and B, have the money to spend. If, I'll tell you this, if you can find smiths in your area or along the way, that you could, say, run a carpool with, and say, all right, yeah, I'm heading this, we'll pay for half the gas from the time I pick you up or whatever, and go along that route. That's what me and Bob kind of did. Made our way to Quad State that way, and it's a huge help. Yeah, Wayne. Yeah, and some people it's just not in the cards, and they live vicariously through like my 360 videos of Quad State. 144 miles for you, Bill. I feel that I've met you. I feel that you're one, because I don't want to sound like I'm a jerk for forgetting people, but a lot of people I've met in passing at Quad State, and have shaken my hand and chatted with me, and stood there chatting with me and Roy, or me and Tim, or whoever, and I'm a terrible memory for stuff like that. So it's like, if you've seen me and met me, don't forget, keep them, remind me every now and then. Yeah, you know me. Okay, yeah. Hey, Dragon Water. And Nidavelliers in the Hoos. Heard it wasn't gas that was being given on that ride. Shut up. Yeah, I slept most. Bob hates the way I drive through the mountains. So last 2 years, he drove. Like once I picked him up, he's like, "Scoot over, I'm driving," and he drives through the mountains. And he snapped a picture of me sleeping. Apparently I fell asleep. All right. You were there a couple years before I started going. Gotcha. All right. So, I have here a photo from Mr. Bill Corey of what he's talking about. Let me, a couple photos here. Let me pull up my, let me set this up so I can pull it. Properties. Cancel. Oop. Windows capture. Skype. Properties. Yes. Okay. And need to resize that down. It's huge. Alright. So, I'm going to pull this above everything. It's going to look weird on screen, but, alright. Transition. So here's what Bill Corey has set up, and boy, that's really neat. He's got a dimensions and such here, but it looks like you load the stamps in, and then is there a way that you don't tighten this down? And you load the stamps in to spell your name, flip it over, and drop it down. Is it just friction hold, Mr. Corey? I'm assuming this is a friction hold. It's just tight enough to squeeze them in there, but loose enough, or just loose enough that you can squeeze them in there, but tight enough that they won't fall out, right? Are there any conference meetings that may be happening this year? Any other ones? None that I am aware of. Quad State is the big one that I always look forward to. I know that there's several smaller hammer-in situations, but yeah. Morning, Crawdaddy. Crawl space. Alright. Morning, Dana. Yeah, Hubcap survived a road trip with me. Yeah, Hubcap was instrumental in getting me to see my family last year. Or the year before. 19. Screw bolt. That is a pretty slick design. I like that. Another pick that's coming, the bolt that holds them. I see it. Here we go. Alright. Oh, I get you. So, a hole here, and that, you run a bolt through that holds them all, and that's that. Boom, and it holds them. Gotcha. That is awesome. That is really cool. That is dang clever there, man. Morning, Jim. Alright, catching up on the chat. Yeah, that is, I'm gonna cycle through these a bit, so that y'all can see this. This is pretty neat. I might actually make one of these if that's alright there, Mr. Corey. Or attempt to. My welding skills are atrocious, but that honestly looks like a very... And I'm assuming you can change this to meet the diameters of, or the sizes of different, you make different sets and lengths, you know. That's pretty clever. You guys let me know when you guys are done looking at it. And if anybody else has any unique shop tools that they wouldn't mind sending pictures of, I am more than happy to share them here. You know. Big Jim, I got your I found your shirt. I had your shirt, and it was still in my luggage from Quad Street. And I found it, washed it, and it's in my drawer next up to be worn. So probably end up wearing it today. Super handy if one has to make a bunch of one saying. I can imagine, yeah. And I could see, now if I may, Bill, not going there, Spence. I could see an idea of making a few of these and having like the one-liners, and then doing one that is for this 1/4 inch, doing one that's 1/2 inch wide, with a bolt, with a something that's a 1/2 inch, you know, holding 1/2 inch wide or whatever, and having spacers for when you don't need it or whatever, like blanks that don't extrude out, and being able to drop in like a double liner, you know, 2 lines, you know, like if you need to do, if you guys can see the mouse, Corey, and then, or like BILL, you know, and then Corey, like boom boom, you know. I could see this being a real nice technique that can be expounded on. It was really cool. It was really cool. I like that. That's all right, Spence. We sent the photos off to 3 guild publications. Oof. Contact them and be like, wait! Mr. Graham, how you doing? Graham. Yeah, Bill, I probably will make one of those as well, because, and I wonder if I can make it, now, this is pure, I wonder if I can make it, to go in a curve, you know, to hold the letters in a curve. I wonder. I doubt it, but I wonder. Need like a flexible screw. You know, so that like you can go around like a heart. Well, as far as I know, she's doing fine, Spence. You know. Yeah, as far as I know, she's doing fine. Big Dog. Good morning. How you doing, man? Did you get the message I sent you? I wanted to mention real quick. Tim, I talked to Tim a while ago. I talked to you a while ago, and you had expressed interest in doing joining the Forge Around the World book project. Mr. Switzer over at Big Dog or Black Bear Forge has completed it, and I believe he's going to release his second video after my stream today, part 2 of the Forge Around the World book, and he was asking who it goes off to next, and I mentioned Big Dog, because Big Dog was interested. And when me and Roy were planning it, the plan is to pass it through known YouTube smiths, to get, not to be like, oh, you know, let's, the sole purpose of doing that is to accountability, like get it known in the community, and then I'll get it back after, you know, 5, 6, or 10 smiths, you know, get it and do some videos on it for the Forge Around the World Facebook group, and then I'll get it back, do a video on it, and pass it along, you know, from there to probably some of the not YouTube smiths, and move it on from there. And you know, the idea is to get that, get it known that it's happening, you know, and so that people in the group can follow it and share pictures of it, and people know where it's at. You know, I want it to be known where it's at all times. I don't want it to be, you know, hey, who has it? No, let me check it. I want it to be, last person who posted about it is who has it. I'm thinking the curve can be don't. It would take a little imagineering. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. Using a spring and tension bolt for a curved rig might work. Yeah, I mean, I know that you'd have some gaps, but you know, if it's held tight enough, that wouldn't matter. Have I come up with any ideas for the titanium? Well, I did the leaf out of titanium last night. I had the thought last night of squaring them up and doing scrolling tongs out of them. But I probably won't, because the scrolling tong, the way I use scrolling tongs is, you know, in the heat. You know, so I need something that's not gonna heat up, and you know, because it heats up really quick. Yeah, Tim. So you know, I sent it through Instagram. So if you have any questions or want to discuss it further, you can pop up right here, if you'd like, if you're able to, or we can chat after the stream. It's up to you. Good morning. I saw somebody else pop in. Jeff Kren. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing, buddy? How's that? I've been curious to ask you. How's that? Karambit still holding up? Remember, if it's starting to fade, because I didn't do a super deep etch on it, just drop it in some instant coffee, and it'll pop right back up. But as for ideas, I know that the large chunk of titanium, I would like to do a couple titanium Moabos. I just think that would be really fun to have titanium Moabos. John Cat, how you doing? No problem, man. Sorry. Longer pieces that you could get, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Let me, Nidavalier, if you're being so kind as to donate some titanium for, you know, shop tongs and tooling and such, let me know. I will pay the shipping for that. You know, if it's just scrap that you got, that would be really cool. You know, forge a titanium railroad spike. It's holding up as well. So is the hammer. Good to hear. Good to hear. Jeff Kren got one of my earlier hammers out of A33, and I'm glad to hear that it's still holding up. I did not budget my third 3D printing adventure very well. Got a great deal on my printer, but still was not cheap. Whew. A titanium railroad spike would be cool. Yeah, it would. But yeah, so shop tooling, we just discussed, back to kind of topic for everybody. we just shared some of Bill Corey's stamping, production stamping ideas. Anybody else has any pictures of some unique shop tooling that can be made at home, made at your home shop, that make it a little bit easier on people, send them to the Skype, and links in the description. Or link isn't in the description. I can't remember. Let me pull it up. But let me pop the link. Yeah, send the. Come on. There it is. Share profile, copy to clipboard. Yeah, and we'll discuss shop toolings for you guys. Sharing the tooling. Making a spike header would be the biggest tasks. Yeah, getting it right. Titanium dividers or calipers. That'd be fun. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be under 20 bucks. No biggie. Just want to help a fellow smith. Awesome, man. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, that titanium was fun to work. It was admittedly all the warnings of don't let it get too cold while hitting it on the anvil. You'll chip your anvil. You'll chip your hammer. Kind of nerve-wracking because it's like once it started to bounce back and not move, I'm like checking the anvil. I'm like, oh no! All was fine. All was good. So yeah, it was like, hooty doody doo. Morning, bloobs. How you doing? So yeah, it was definitely neat, and it moved way easier than I thought it would. I just had to. It took a lot more heats to do what you can normally do in like 1 or 2 heats with steel. So. Because steel, you can dang near work at black heat. Hooty doody doo. I'll put that on a shirt. Hooty doody doo. 52-100 for scribing tools. I gotta remember that because I have a lot of small racer bearings and such that I can probably cut open and make some scribe tools out of. I need to start marking and measure, like I do everything off the cuff, like no measurements. So it's like, I gotta start. I did pick up some calipers, or wing divider, a divider, or something. I picked up measuring tools. I don't even know the names of them when I picked them up because I need to measure things better. I learned that hard doing the power hammer build. Like I just don't measure properly. Hashtag hooty doody doo. Yeah, I need to make some like metal marking tools. My soapstone only goes so far. Dan Boyles, good morning. No need to make it harder for a set of dividers. Yeah. But I do want to make the pair of the double, what are they, calipers? The double somethings. I'm going to be back in the forge soon. Right on, Gordo. Bloobs, I believe you commented yesterday on the stream that you couldn't make or couldn't stay. I just wanted to pop in and say hi, and then you commented after the stream was over that you had some questions. I was curious. I was looking for an email just in case, but I haven't received anything. You said you had some questions to ask. Some discussionables. Oh, there you go. I'm having to rebuild your coal forge. What up, brother? Yes, double calipers. Why can't I think of names today? Probably has something to do with me pouring coffee in my ashtray. Yeah. I had a weird dream. While I wait for Bloobs to form his questions, I had a weird dream last night that, like, I must have been like a swimming superhero or something, where It's like my mode of transportation was like riding waves and jumping up, and like, it was just really weird. I didn't want to wake up. What's up, Chewy? Ain't gonna lie, granddads, I still drank it. I'm working on my design for my air box I need to build. I have seen designs for a square box and one for a rectangular one. Which is best? I don't know. Are you talking one of the like the push bellows or a squirrel cage kind of box where you got the fan and then a box? Depending on style, it if you use anthracite, probably if you use anthracite and you're looking for something, I don't know. I see. I'm not an engineer. If I know Big Dog is pretty okay. If anybody has some help here, help me out, guys. Hey, what's up, Speargrass? Meevening. No, he apparently he's working with 50 CFM blower, variable control, and building the box for it. Would a square or a rectangle be better? Which would pull the most volume out to the outlet of it? Output. Dylan Corwin, good morning. I did this. Yeah, anthracite does need constant airflow. Well, not constant. You can let up on the air a little bit, but you need to get air back to it quickly. With anthracite, constant airflow does not mean constant full blast. With anthracite, I've noticed that you can go and let it idle down quite a bit, and just to maintain that there's, you know, heat in there, and then, like, say you're doing some cold work, but you want to keep the fire lit, you know, drop it down to idle, just a light breeze going through to keep it lit, and check it every now and then, crank the air back up to get it going, and then you just run the thing full blast to build up the fire back, and get on with it. But it doesn't need to be full blast the entire time. I do know that 100%. Yes, I'm trying to get an idea of what I'm looking for in the design to design the airflow grate for it. Well, the airflow grate, I know all you really need for an air dam would be just a slide over the outlet, the output, so that you can, you know, full blast. Cool. But if you've got a variable speed motor and you're putting a controller on it, you don't need an air gate then, an air dam. You really don't. So, you know, for the record, like, if you don't need two ways to control the air. I mean, it doesn't hurt it, but it's just a redundancy. It'd be nice to build the thing in, build an air gate, a manual air gate in, so that if for whatever reason your motor controller blows out, and your fan just goes full speed, you can still control the air. You're not like, oh no, I gotta find another air controller or another motor controller. But physics-wise and engineering-wise, I would think square would be better. The high CFM bath fans that I've installed, and for a bath fan, a high CFM being, you know, 120 CFM, you know, for like a big bathroom, the boxes are always, the cage is always tighter, you know, it's always tighter, so less air to go around and more to just go out. But I don't know if that applies. I'm not an engineer. I will say, John, I have in my shop, I actually removed it from my system, 100 CFM bath fan, and it does not put, it puts enough air to keep it on, to keep my fire pit on idle. Now, my fire pot is not an ideal design. It works for me because it's the first one that I built, and you know I can work with it. But there are so many better designs of fire pots and tweers that I will be redoing my fire pot sometime in the future. Um, but yeah, that it just does not seem to put off enough. A bath fan just, it puts off enough air to forge, but just not for my liking. You know, it doubles the length of time to heat up a hammer billet. But again, that's very likely due to my tweer style. I have a manual and electric blower of mine. Metal bloobs. I don't. Let me figure something out for you, bloobs. All right. I think he's talking about the fire pot grate. Oh! Not like an air dam. The air grate. Okay, not an air gate. The air grate. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You want. I know you want volume, not. You don't want a lot of air pressure. You want air volume. You want like constant air volume instead of like a, you know, really fast air. You want just a lot of air, and that way you can control that. Good catch, Tim. I didn't catch that. But all right, I'm way back in the chat here. The shape of the box only matters the inlet. It's an interesting you brought that up. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Is a barometric damper be helpful? I don't know what a barometric damper is. I need to study engineering. I need to study engineering because you guys are using, yes, those are words. Chaz Walker, good morning. I still have to design the pipe dimensions from a 6-inch outlet to a 3-inch. I do know that they make reducers for HVAC that you can use. If it's not on the heat, you know, you can use HVAC stuff to reduce it. That's what I do, you know, or that's what I did. Tweer, that's not how you spell it. Tweer. All right, I don't know if I'm back yet. I think I'm back. It's all loading up. Yep, I think I'm back. I'm back. Hey, everybody. My stupid computer. Oh, goofball computer. I tell you what. No, something is wrong with my computer. Elaine, my friend Elaine, gave me, you know, the contact info for an IT guy who I am going to have over soon to take a look at my computer and find out what's wrong, because I've been all over it and cannot find anything that's wrong. I'm getting like power state drive failures, and I looked into that and it was saying that there's some sort of a driver or some sort of piece in my computer is saying, I'm not being used right now, I'm going to shut down, but it's actually in use, you know? And it's like, and then that crashes the computer. So, down to 6 viewers. Oh no, back to 23. All right, I'm back. All right, where was I? You guys, I'm glad you guys continued helping out Bloobs. Um, good to see. Good to see. Uh, Sorry about that, everybody. Um, just an annoying thing that I have to deal with my old computer. Let me get Skype back up and running just in case anybody shows only got 8 minutes. I'm wondering if it might be a power supply issue. That's, that's a relatively, computer-wise, that's a relatively cheap fix. I've got an 850 watt power supply. I might upgrade to 1,000 watt, get a new one in there. This one I bought 10 years ago and put in there. You know. What was the Spencer? What was it that I need to put on a shirt? Howdy do? Or hey, what's up, Sulbert? Mule Kick, how you doing? Yeah, I definitely do need to do a defrag and do a scan on the computer. I haven't had the time. I've got terabytes and terabytes and terabytes of data on my hard drives. So doing a full scan takes like a full day. And howdy do? Howdy do? Yeah, that's what it was. So I might do that actually after the stream. I might set my computer to run, a couple scans and get on with my day. Yeah, I do know that there's a few upgrades that I'd like to do for editing and streaming. But anyway. And so you guys know, if that happens, what happens software-wise is OBS has a stream key, okay, and I keep I have two stream keys, one for my Saturday Forge live stream and one for my Sunday morning live streams, and it's the same stream key every week. So if my computer crashes, the stream stays up. Okay, kind of. The YouTube holds the stream for a period of time until I click the stop button. And when I restart, OBS comes up and I click start streaming. That same stream key, whether I am logged into YouTube or not, will restart the stream and allow you guys to see me. So I don't have to restart a new stream anytime my computer crashes, even though it's only the second or third time it's crashed on me during a stream. Firepot is 1/2-inch steel with no lining in it from Custer. I need to get a Custer Firepot. Mine is 3/8, I believe, and I've had nearly no issues with it. Yeah, the outside of it gets nice and hot, but it's been going strong for over 2 years now. 1/2-inch would be beefy and awesome. I don't think you'd ever have problems with a 1/2-inch. Stretch. But and I love this. I had technical issues and I was keeping you guys informed in the chat, and so I'm just reading the chat, and you guys are doing nothing but helping, continuing to help a fellow in the community. That's fantastic. Between supporting your YouTube video or your YouTube channels to supporting fellow Smiths in the community, and helping people along. It's amazing. Uh, Chewy, I can try. I am not particularly a tech guy either. Um, I tell Tim and Roy really helped me hammer out the issues that I had when I first started OBS. I have no problems sharing that information. All I can do is share tips of what they told me. Um, I do know one thing, one big problem that I had. Number one, any cameras that you have plugged into your ports, anytime that you start it and you set up the scenes and everything, those camera ports are now the camera ports that those all go. That's what they go into. You can't plug them into other ones. It's not plug and play. It's they have to be the same ports every time. Um, and another little thing that had me floored was in order to get the camera to work through the stream card and everything, um, you have to have the camera on and running before you turn your computer on. It all has to boot up in a proper sequence in order for it to work. So those two are the most common problems. Starting up, everything else is just setting up scenes. Biscuits and gravy. Oh man. Good morning, Craig. How you doing? I know that Trenton Ty was starting to do live streams, and he's just switched over to a multicam setup, and he did a test, and I want to get a hold of him and talk with him about some tips of working alone, because he seemed to, when I popped in the stream, he was talking about how it was difficult to do this, that, or that, and I kind of want to share some, tips from somebody who's been doing solo streams for a while now. But I've chatted with him here and there recently, and he's a good guy. Once you start talking to him, like, yeah. but yeah. So, yet another live stream with technical difficulties. How that, everybody? Jacob Meeks, what do you do to flat jaw tongs to hold 3/8 round bar? One thing that you could do, Jacob, is two things you could do. If you're in the process of making them, before you make them, take and chisel lines down the center and then across. And that gives kind of a divot for round and square stock to hold into. It gives it kind of a divot to settle into, a groove. Another thing that you could do, if your flat nibs are thick enough, you can take the round stock that you want to hold with it, heat the nibs up, stick it in there, and hammer it in each side to give a little a groove. Hey Ron Dennis, how you doing? So there's a couple options for flat jaw tongs. You do need to build a tweer. A clinker breaker goes in the tweer. The tweer is the air flow up into the fire pot, or across if it's a side blast. The clinker breaker goes where the air gate or air grate would be. It just breaks up right there at the end of the tweer, start of the fire pot. Yeah, tweer is the air pipe. No, the clinker breaker, okay, it's all on my phone. Let me see if I can pull them up right quick. I've got pictures of an example of a clinker breaker that a friend of mine had made, and see if I can't pull them up and show you guys. Okay. All right. If you can see that at all, right? That's the clinker breaker. Those are lobes that are welded onto a rod that spins in there. Okay. They're triangular shaped with rounded corners, and he drilled a hole in each one, and then slid them on a rod, and then welded them on, and then put that rod in the, where the air grate would be, and that acts as an air grate. The clinker breaker allows air to pass over it, and then when you turn it, it breaks up all the clinker and knocks all the dust and stuff down, and boom, boom, boom. Howdy doody doo. So an air grate above a clinker breaker will make the clinker breaker not really work. Adios, mountain critter. Oh wait, no. We all got to go forge. I thought you said we got I gotta go. Right on, Nidavellir. And if you have any more of the little 1-inch rounds or anything like that, 1-inch square would be ideal. I'll make you a Moabo. I'll make you a titanium Moabo and send it over to you. To thank you for sending me the titanium. That's really awesome, Nid. Their correct answers, though, Yamez, is you use your flat jaw tongs to make a pair of wolf jaw. You can take a pair of flat jaw tongs and turn them into a pair of wolf jaw tongs. He did upload, yep, because it's 11. He was waiting till after my stream. All right, so I've been waiting for this one. Did you watch Black Bears? I did watch his first video about the book. He is doing amazing. I cannot wait to watch the second one. I am so excited about this. And I passed him along Tim's P.O. box, and he is going to be sending it to Tim, and Tim will be getting to it when he end up. Tim, I know you're a busy man. I know you're busy, and I know that you'll probably do something really awesome with it, and it will be well worth the wait, brother man. So I am super excited to see what you come up with for it. And heck, even if it's just putting your touch mark on it, even if it's just putting your touch mark on it and making a video and take a cool picture, so that I can post it. Anybody who gets it, take a really cool picture, preferably of your location. Like if you're by the beach, take a picture with it by the beach. If you're in the woods, take a nice picture in the woods or whatever. Take a good picture, and that will be the cover for the group, Forge Around the World. If you're not in it, I suggest you guys join the group. Tim, I know you're really not all on Facebook, but if you do jump on Facebook, join that group, because it's following along with that book, in addition to other posts. If you don't or aren't going to be on Facebook, send me the pictures, and I will post them up on the Facebook page for you. And again, I know you're busy. Not rushing you at all, man. Not rushing you at all. Roy took, several months to get to his, as did John, although John admittedly said, yeah, I forgot to open this. But, love John. John's great. I'm going to probably go and, right after this, I'm going to watch that. But Metal Bloobs, the Facebook group is called Forge Around the World. It is called Forge Around the World. So, oh man, John, I don't condone eating octopus. They're as intelligent as us. I know you will, Tim. I know you will. Yep. I will. I will be watching that video, and I will be getting to work today. So happy Sunday, guys. Thank you guys for making this an awesome stream. As always, get out there, make something awesome, inspire somebody, you know, share pictures, share your journey. You know, we all love seeing it. And I'm going to probably brew another cup of coffee and make sure not to put it in my ashtray this time. So, alright, you guys. Hearts and health. Thank you for sticking with me. And you guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to close this up. All right. Go to your shops. Bye. And